Hello, it's Isabel, your life coach. My mission is to stretch your mind to see what's possible in your life and to get you one step closer to achieve it. So today is International Women's Day. Now, what comes to mind when I say that? Is there a woman that really inspired you? Who is that woman? Is there a woman who you really admire or her achievements? Who is she? Right? I would love to know. Can you comment below who that is? It might be someone in your family. It might be your mother, it might be your sister, it might be your daughter, right? And how do you encourage these women? And how do you practice being encouraged by other women, right? I think that's what this is about. As women, we can be really good at tearing each other down, and we can be equally good at building each other up. I choose the latter. I choose to build each other up, right? So I have 4 daughters, and I try to do my best to speak life into them and congratulate their achievements and encourage them to be who they want to be in life, right? Not who I want them to be. And how do you encourage that? How do you celebrate that? How do you celebrate the woman in your life who inspire you, right? My daughters inspire me. My friends inspire me. I have mentors and coaches who challenged and inspired me. Sometimes we need a good challenge, right? And how do you challenge yourself? Is there a way you can challenge yourself to be better and do better? And how do you do that? Do you need help with that? If you do, please message me. I would love to help you in a kind way. I can challenge you in a very kind way. If you know a woman in your life who I could help, if they're stuck or overwhelmed or scared or at a crossroads in life, let them know about me. I love to coach women, okay, or couples in their marriage. If they're stuck in their marriage, it's very empowering to help a woman become stronger, right? And then to see how they pass that on to others, right? And that's what happened to me. I had a mentor teach me basically how to transform myself and therefore my relationships with everybody in my life. And I thank her forever. And so who comes to mind as a woman who inspired you or a woman who challenged you? And how do you celebrate it? How do you celebrate another woman's achievement? And maybe more difficult, how do you celebrate your own achievements? Sometimes women have a hard time telling me what they're good at. It's a really difficult question. Sometimes they have a hard time coming up with a list of things that they want in their lives. It's very difficult sometimes, right? There's all these old beliefs and all these systems in our lives, in our minds that keep us from acknowledging that in ourselves and even in others, right? Sometimes it's easier for us to acknowledge it in others, and it's very difficult to acknowledge in our own lives. It's like we've been brought up not to boast, right? To be sweet and encouraging, but we haven't learned how to do that to ourselves. And sometimes we need to learn to find our own voice, right? I have a client, spoke with her today, and she found her voice in one circumstance in her life, and she wrote a really difficult but beautiful email, and that was really good, and it empowered her, and it was really, really good to see that she found that voice. And how do you find that voice in small things in your life? Is there a small thing that you can speak up for, right? How do we treat other women? Or do you do something when you see a woman being mistreated? And that could be somebody at the workplace, that could be somebody in your community, somebody in your neighborhood, somebody at church. Do you speak up for them? Or do you pull her aside later and say, hey, how can I help you? How can I encourage you? Right? We need to change things. So what can we do? Because we all have influence in other people's lives? Do you use it? Do you use it for good? Right? That's the question. So also the question is, how do you choose to challenge yourself? What is something that you can choose to challenge yourself with? How do you want to be? How do you want to show up in life? I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you what you choose to challenge yourself with, right? And if you know somebody that came to mind in the beginning of this video who inspired you, a woman who inspired you or challenged you, how do you choose to tell her that? By a phone call, by a message, by a letter, by meeting with her and telling her? That would be awesome. Let's encourage each other, right? On this, not just today, on International Women's Day, but every day. How can we encourage others? And how can you encourage yourself? Again, that's the harder part, right? I would love to know. I'd love to hear from you. Is that something you struggle with? Is that something that comes easy to acknowledge other women in their achievements and to acknowledge yourself and your achievements? I know that's hard. If you need help with that, message me. I would love to help you. I love building women up and showing them what they're worth and helping them to write a new chapter in their lives, whatever that means, whatever crossroad they're at, right? Let me know if you know somebody who could need help at the crossroads in their lives. I love to help them along and get clarity. So I leave you with the two challenges, right? Who is a woman that encouraged you and who challenged you, and how are you going to tell her? And how are you going to challenge yourself on this International Women's Day and every day? Okay, until next Monday, you are loved, you are deeply loved, you are loved beyond measure. Bye-bye.